Hello everyone, this is the FIDE Master Alessandro Santagati, and in this streaming I'm doing some tactical exercise on leadchess.org. So this is the purpose of the streaming today, do training about tactics, because work about tactics to improve in chess is very important, so my tip is do it every day. In this video we'll do an half hour of training today. Because I don't have much time, and if you don't have much time, I think it's okay for you to do maybe an half hour, 1 hour if you can, or more if you have more time. To do my training, I'm going to use the lead chess puzzles. You can find that if you go lead chess on page, learn, and then puzzles. And then you can see this this position that is my first position of today, in which I must solve. Usually in this kind of exercise I have to win material, or I have to do, for example, a checkmate, or sometimes I have to defend well my position. So I have to check first the pieces, so if my pieces are okay. For example, now what can we say about material? We have some material, a bishop pair against two knights, and I can see that the knight on g7 is a little not in a good square, we can say, because this knight is not so strong, and at the same time my queen here is very strong to attack. So for example, an idea to queen have is rook f3, rook h3 to maybe make an attack and try to play for checkmate. But it's very important to calculate if this is possible or not. So let's see if I can do that. Okay, rook f3. The question is what black can do. Maybe can take here, and my rook on f3 would be undefended because the enemy queen can attack if I take with the pawn. So if I play rook f3 and after knight takes f5, I have to play rook takes f5. So it's not clear, this plan, because it looks that maybe black can make some problems and maybe can defend. Let's see other ideas that we can have here. If I play knight take g6, pawn take g6, and it's not easy after that. If I play rook f2, this exercise is not so easy. I was thinking about rook f3, knight takes f5, pawn takes f5, queen takes f3, and I was thinking if I can play f6 after that to have a mate on g7, but the enemy queen can take this bishop with check. Then I must play king g2, and then I think no, it doesn't work because the enemy knight can join and his attack is very, very strong after that, so it doesn't work. Can I play other moves? Okay, let's see again bishop takes g6, because if I play bishop takes g6, if f takes g6, I can play rook takes f8 check, king takes f8, and then rook f2, king g8. After king g8, what can I do? I don't know. No, because the king looks f after that, so I don't have any advantages after this move, so maybe it doesn't work. The question is, can I play other moves? Can I play other moves? Maybe in a game my first idea was play h4, h5, trying to remove the pieces, but it's a little risky, because if I play h4, my queen risks to be trapped, so I must pay attention if maybe can play to trap my queen after that, so after h4. But I don't see a clear win now for white, to be honest. I don't see a clear win for white. h4, black has to play something. Yeah, my advantage is black is blocked basically, so if I play h4, knight e6, if I play h4, knight e6, I think I have time to play h5. So yeah, because the enemy pieces are blocked, so probably have time to push something like that, h4, h5, and try to win the game this way, because the enemy pieces are blocked, so I think that I can have time to do that. So I think so. I think I can do that. Okay, let's see if I play h4 what happen, because it's my only idea now. To be honest, I don't have other ideas for white. I think h4, h5 should be fine. Yeah, because if rook f3, that was an idea. I was scared about knight takes f5, and okay, I can play rook takes f5, but then queen e4, and I don't see a clear win for me, and the enemy queen would be very dangerous. So if I play h4, if knight takes f5, pawn takes f5, and my pawn is very dangerous because I can throw the mate on f6, and h4, h5 only idea is h4, h5, mate on h7, if h4 rook maybe a8, h5, and then knight f8, but then what can I do? Then I think can I play g6 to open the position, f takes g6, h takes g6, h, bishop g6. It's not completely winning, but I think it's fine for me. But it's not clear win, so probably h4, h5 is not the correct answer in this case. But probably without other ideas, my first move would be h4, h5, I think. Another option could be rook f2. But if rook f2, maybe rook takes c3, bishop takes g6, pawn takes g6. I don't see a way. That's a very difficult exercise. Oh yeah, I try h4, but I'm not sure about that. Oh yeah, that's true. Incredible. h4, I take. And then I have to take, I think. Oh, incredible. It was a success. But I wasn't sure about h4, to be honest. Let's see why. So I thought h4. I thought to play rook c8 now. I thought to play rook a8, sorry, I said. Then h5, okay, I saw that. Knight f8. and not g6. Okay, because I was planning to play g6. It's still good. Okay, maybe it's still good g6. Yes, f g6, pawn g6, pawn g6, and then bishop g6, knight g6. That was my thinking. Yeah, I went here with my calculation, but yes, it's winning position now for the engine, but I wasn't completely sure about that. But I have a lot of moves now because of my rook can join, my bishop can join. Yeah, so that's not so hard. Yes. So okay, it's winning. I found a move, but without be completely sure. Okay, but that's okay. We can move on with the next position. Okay, so now black to play. What to do? Queen b3. 4, 5, 6 pawns against 7. Black is down a pawn. But okay, we have classical idea like back rank mate. So back rank checkmate. So maybe we can have something like that. We can have a mate in some way. Okay, let's see how. Queen takes f1 doesn't work. Queen d1 I think doesn't work too, because white can play simply h3 and after that there is nothing for black. So what can I do? Queen e2 could be an idea to play rook d2. It looks interesting, and actually is my only idea at the moment. I don't have other ideas. My only idea is play queen e2, rook d2, and make an attack in this way. I don't see other moves for me. Or maybe h3 also interesting, right? Because I play h3, but not because the white can attack my king down, because okay, you can take here, then rook g1, rook g3, and maybe he has a very strong counterplay. Yes, it's good queen e2, because if rook f2, I simply take the rook, and then I play rook d1. If white plays other moves, I don't know what can white do, because if queen somewhere, I can play rook in d2, and the rook d2 is running mate on g2, so it's quite interesting this. Or also queen e2, rook d1 is the idea. Yeah, queen d2, rook d1 to play for checkmate also. Okay, so I'm pretty sure about queen e2, but when we play chess, it's very important to verify your idea. So when you have an idea, don't play it immediately. So it's very important to calculate very well what happens after that. So now play queen e2. What white can do? Maybe a rook, or maybe queen b7 could be an idea for him. And then I can play rook d2. If queen c7, rook d7, and I win because I'm threatening queen and mate at the same time. So if I play rook d2, the only move is play rook g1 to avoid the checkmate. But then I play maybe rook d1, or maybe it's all immediately. So let's say queen here, queen b7, rook d1. If check, I attack the queen and attack the rook. So I think I'm winning. And if white doesn't take, what white can do? That's the question. Maybe white can play rook g1 take and rook d1 mate. So I think queen e2 is good. I think queen e2 is good, and I'm right. So now now white played h3. How can we continue after that? My first idea was play rook d1, but I have to consider also rook d2. So the two moves are both very interesting. If I play rook d1, let's say, it takes the rook, maybe rook takes, king h2, and queen e1 is made threat with queen h1. So rook d1 looks interesting. If I play rook d2, maybe you can play rook g1, and I don't have a clear attack after that. So probably rook d1 is more interesting. Rook d1, and where the rook can go. I have two attackers against the rook, so maybe king g1 is possible. But then what can I play? Rook takes f1, king takes. Yeah, maybe I can take on e3 for free, so that's also okay, but maybe not enough. Oh yeah, I understood. Maybe no, because I was thinking rook d1 or rook d2. If I play rook d2, rook here, and if I play rook d1 ladder, what happened? Because we must understand what to do after that. If rook d1 or rook d2, what do you think? Okay, if I play rook d2, it's also possible play rook f2 for him, but then I can consider take the rook, rook takes, and I have two rooks for the queen. But I'm not sure if I can win in this endgame. If I play rook d1, king g1 can be an idea. Oh yeah, but maybe I bring the other rook to d2, yeah, because if I play rook d1, king g1, the other rook to d2, and I'm trying mate. And if rook d2, I can just take the rook, so it's winning. So I think rook d1 is the right move now, yeah, because I think there is no way to defend for him. So I play rook d1, let's say. Very good, correct. Very good. And I have to sacrifice the queen, but okay, then the game is won. Perfect, very good, I found the solution. If king h2, I think queen e1 I said, yeah, queen e1, I think it's enough to win. Or maybe rook d2 also, yeah, or queen e1, but it's more precise, I think rook d2, yeah. Rook d2 is more precise to mate here. Okay, very good. So the solution was queen e2, how I said, if h3, rook d1, if king g1, the other rook to d2, rook 8 d2, yeah, and black is going to mate. Okay, so I found a good solution now. We can move on to see the next position. Okay, so next position, now black to play. Let's see what black can do. We have an opening position, opening middle game position. Material is equal, and what can we see that the queen maybe is a little horrible because the queen has to defend the knight and the bishop on g5. The pawn, this diagonal is open, the rook on a1 is undefended. Let's see if this is so important. Let's see. Black to play. b5, ab5, ab5, rook a8, and bc4. I think doesn't work for me. d5, ad5. It's not so good, I think. I must check what happened if I play knight takes e4, but maybe if knight takes e4, simply knight takes e4, and the knight and the queen can defend g5, so it's not a great move. It doesn't look so great. So what can I do? What can I do? That's the question. If knight e5, bishop e7, and okay, I think I have to take back, so it's not so good for me. It's not very easy. Okay, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Maybe not much. Because the white king is on the center, so I can consider moves like d5, d5, ed5, cd5. The point is that if knight takes d5, I play knight takes d5, and that's good for me. I think so, yeah. It's good, yeah. So d5, ed5, cd5, bishop somewhere, so bishop b3 we can imagine. And then I can play bishop b4. Oh, yeah, because I missed that there is the pawn before and defend, yeah. So this pawn is undefended, so d5 I think is the move, followed by maybe bishop or bishop b4, because let's say d5, ed5. Okay, if bishop go back, bishop b4, and I win a pawn, so it's okay. If ed5, cd5, if knight takes d5, I can take with the knight, and I think I win a piece in this case, because I have this threat on g5. So after d5, ed5, cd5, the bishop has to go away, bishop e4, and I take an advantage. So it's the solution. Okay, I think this is the right solution. So I play d5, ed5, cd5, and then I play knight takes d5, and that's good because I take back the piece and okay, I'm a piece up now. Okay, I solved the position. Very good. So yeah, d5 is very good because after ed5, cd5 with bishop b3, simply bishop takes d4, and okay, black is a clear advantage now. The knight is in trouble and black is winning. Okay, we can do next position. Black to play. It's a strange position. We have some pieces, but the king on d2 looks unsafe, so maybe we can exploit that. The white king is unsafe, so how can we exploit that? The knight on g3 is defended only by the queen, the bishop is undefended, my knight on g4 is also under pressure. The first question is if I can attack the queen, so if there is a way for me to attack the queen on f4, to do something like that. Rook d7. So what can I play? Knight b4, rook somewhere. I was thinking queen h2 to attack the bishop. This was my first idea, but I think he can play move to defend the bishop. He can play maybe queen f3, but then I can join with a knight d4 or knight d5. Knight d5, yeah. So my first idea is play queen h2. Let's see if I can be, here, queen here. Okay, it's true that he can take my knight, but if I take the bishop, I can play for checkmate with queen and rook. So I think it's winning for me after that. If I play this move and white plays other move, like, I don't know, check here. If I want, I can simply play rook there and no other checks. And I can always threaten to take this piece. And if f6, I can always take with the knight. So it's possible. So I think if I play queen h2, it's difficult for him move the queen away. So if queen f3, I can play knight d4, and there aren't other good squares to defend, because if queen f1, he loses the knight. So I think queen h2 is fine. I think to take material advantage. So let's see if I'm right. I don't see other moves to do that. So Let's see if I'm right. Oh, I played the best move, very good. And now my first idea was play rook e7. Let's check if I'm right now. Or maybe knight d7, because maybe if I play this, queen takes, he can defend this piece. I don't know if I must allow that. Or maybe simply move the king, right? Because why? I should pin my piece. But if I move my king, he takes and he can attack the rook after that. I have to consider this move, knight e7 now. Knight e7, what I can do after that. The queen cannot defend the bishop because the knight can cover both the squares. And so yes, I think maybe I'm right, yeah. I have to cover with the knight. And I simply win the bishop, and that's okay, that's perfect. Yeah. I think I found the solution. I have to pay attention, because if I take here, rook d7. Yeah, but the knight is defended, right? So I can take. Perfect, very good. I found the right solution also for this exercise. Very good. And yeah, this is very interesting. To be honest, at the beginning I made a mistake because I was thinking to play rook e7, but rook e7 doesn't work because he can take and he can defend the bishop. And maybe the position is always better for me, but not a clear advantage, not a winning position. So that's the point. Very good. So okay, we can do another position, maybe the last for today, because I would say at the beginning I don't have much time today. So we do a very quick training when you don't have much time. It's okay, do maybe 4 or 5 positions. Today I completed 4 positions. I try to do my last one now. Okay, so black to play in this position. It's a difficult position for black because white is going to promote the pawn, and I think there is no way to stop it. But we have time to play for checkmate. So I can understand immediately that the topic is made the white king. No other way to win this game. Okay, let's see. Now I think we have several moves that can help to mate. Maybe the pawn on g3 to try to mate on h2, knight g3 to mate on h1. So there are some interesting ideas for black to attack now. Okay, let's see what can I do. Okay, my first idea is move the knight, to be honest. Knight on g3, f takes g3, pawn takes g3, and then mate idea on h2, because I exploit the open f file to block the white king. So my first idea is play knight g3, but I have to verify this. So don't play your first idea, but verify. It's very important to verify your ideas, your moves. So if I play knight g3, pawn takes g3, I think, because I'm threatening mate in one move, so I think he must play hit. Because if knight g3, f3, queen h1, king f2. So knight g3, f3. Yes, okay, but let's say knight g3, f3, queen h1, king f2. I think I can play also this move, queen e1, threatening knight h1 checkmate. So I think it's winning this, and also g3 then is a very big threat. So I think it's enough for me. So maybe knight g3, pawn takes, and I take with the pawn, and then I can make a checkmate on h2. So I think that I solved the problem, because I think that knight g3 should work now, should be okay for me. Okay, let's see if I'm right, or maybe not. We can go to play this move. Okay, let's go. Knight g3. Oh, I made a mistake. Very bad. Let's see why. Okay, maybe f3 also an idea. Maybe f3 or g3. I think f3 looks more logical for me. f3 and then maybe knight g3 later. Or in this case, okay, now I have to take the knight, right? So no other moves. I think no other moves for me. So I take the knight. Then I take with the king, and then I have to mate in some way. Somehow I should checkmate. So how to have a checkmate? Okay, maybe I can simply take the bishop and then I take the pawn and then piece up. So maybe I can play that because I don't see a mate immediately. So let's take it. Yeah, and then okay, if it takes, I take and clear advantage for black, right? Okay, that's the point of the exercise. But let's see why my idea doesn't work. Let's see why my beautiful move knight g3 doesn't work now. Okay, let's see if I play knight g3, I lose. Incredible. The only move is f3. Knight g3, I lose the game. F takes. F takes. Oh yeah, because there is knight f5. Okay, yes, I missed this move. Because knight f5, it blocks my f file. So okay, I don't have a checkmate. The king can escape. Sorry, I mean I don't have a checkmate because the king can escape. Yeah. So I have no way to win this game now. Okay, and white has a lot of pieces. So then if I don't have the checkmate, white will win the endgame. So okay, now this game is lost. Very good. So 4 position.